Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's discuss the WIPRO SDET or QA automation interview questions and answers. Okay, and these are for interview experience ranging from 3 to 7 plus years of experience. Let's get started with question 1. Can you explain your Selenium automation framework in your project? Okay, so this is how you can answer with an interview ready answer. Our framework is a hybrid framework built using Selenium WebDriver, Java, TestNG, Maven, and Page Object Model. We use reusable utility methods, centralized configuration, reporting with extent reports, logging using Log4j library, and CI/CD integration through Jenkins. The framework supports parallel execution and cross-browser testing. Okay, so why did you choose page object model? POM, that's page object model, improves maintainability by separating locators and business logic from test scripts. If UI changes, we only update the page class instead of modifying multiple test cases. Okay, and the next question comes, difference between find element and find elements. Find element returns the first matching web element and throws no such element exception if not found. Whereas find elements returns a list of elements and return an empty list if elements are not found. Okay. And what are the different types of weights available in Selenium? Implicit weight, explicit weight, and fluent weight. Depending on the situation, we use the type of weight, but explicit weight is most preferred because it waits for specific conditions dynamically. Okay, so the next question comes like, what are the challenges did you face in automation? You can tell like identifying the dynamic locators or writing the dynamic locators, synchronization issues, stale element exceptions, handling frames or windows, managing the test data, and parallel execution conflicts. Okay, so the next comes, what is stale element exception? It occurs when Selenium tries to interact with an element that is no longer attached to document object model, usually handled by relocating the element and using the explicit weights. Okay. How do you handle drop downs in Selenium? By using the select class. Okay, so you can see, right, they might ask you to write the code, and there are types of ways we can handle the drop down. Select by visible text, and there are other two options, so they might ask you to write a code on this. Next, the difference between driver.close and driver.quit. Okay, close closes the current browser window, whereas quit closes all browser windows and ends the WebDriver session. Okay, explain testng annotations. You can see, right, so at before suite, at test, before method, at test, at after method, at after test, at after suite. This has been used for execution flow management. Okay guys, so firstly it takes at the rate test annotation, and then followed by before method and after method annotation, and then followed by before test and after method, after test, and then followed by before suite and after suite annotation. Okay, so this is how the execution flow is done. The next comes, how do you run failed test cases automatically? You can say like using testng retry analyzer or by rerunning the XML files generated after execution. How do you achieve parallel execution? By using testng XML with thread count and thread local WebDriver for thread safety. What's the difference between XPath and CSS locator? XPath supports backward traversal and complex relationships. CSS is faster but does not support traversing backwards. What is BDD framework? BDD uses Gherkin language with given when then format. Feature files are mapped to step definitions using Cucumber. Example, given user launches the application, when user credentials are entered, then home page should display. The next question comes, how do you integrate Selenium with Jenkins? by configuring Jenkins job, by pulling the code from GitHub, executing the Maven commands, scheduling the builds, and generating the reports automatically. Okay, the next comes explain the Maven lifecycle. You can see, right, clean and then compile and then test and then package and then install and then deploy. Okay, so this is a short form of explanation. Then next comes what is data driven testing. It's nothing but executing the same test with multiple data sets from Excel, CSV, JSON or database. Okay, in short and sweet form you can tell like this. The next question goes like, how do you read the data from Excel? It's simple, by using Apache POI library. Guys, they might ask you to share the screen and write the code for the APO topic. That's nothing but reading the data from Excel sheet. Okay. The next comes what is soft assert and hard assert. Hard assert stops the execution immediately after failure, whereas soft assert continues execution and reports failures at the end. Okay. So the next topic comes the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing. Smoke testing validates critical functionalities and sanity testing validates specific functionality after the changes. The next topic comes explain API testing in your project. We used REST assured for validating APIs, status codes, response body, headers, schema validation and token authentication. Okay, so the next comes how do you handle authentication in APIs? By using bearer token, OAuth mechanism, basic authentication and API keys. Next is a SQL query to find the second highest salary. Okay, you can use max clause, so that select max of salary, and from employee where salary is less than, select max salary from employee. You can write a subquery like this. And the next question comes to find a duplicate records using a SQL query. Okay, you can use a group by clause and having clause where you can group by the names and then have the count greater than 1. Next comes what is CI/CD. CI/CD is nothing but continuous integration and continuous deployment, which automates the build, test and deployment processes. Okay, the tools specifically used are Jenkins, GitHub, Maven and Docker. The next question comes, why should we hire you? Can tell in a simple form like, I have strong experience in automation testing using Selenium, Java, BDD, API testing, CI/CD and framework development. I can independently design scalable frameworks, improve execution stability and contribute quickly to project delivery. You can keep it short and sweet, guys. Okay, so the next set of interview questions are based on HR related. So why you want to join WIPRO? Okay, WIPRO provides opportunities to work on large scale enterprise projects and modern automation technologies, which aligns with my career growth goals. Okay, the next topic comes about the explanation on a critical bug you found. Okay, so you can tell like discuss a real production impacting issue involving payment failure or login or security or data mismatch and explain how you identified and reported it. The next topic comes about what was your notice period negotiation. Okay, you can keep it professional. You can uh, tell the actual value clearly. Okay, in a positive way. And then next comes what is your current and expected salary. Okay, you can provide some realistic methods based on your current salary, your experience and market standards. Okay, so some of the tips that I encountered are, you should need to focus on framework architecture, be strong in coding basics, practice API and SQL, explain the real time scenarios confidently, speak with project ownership mindset and prepare CI/CD and Jenkins integration answers thoroughly. Okay, so guys, if you are looking for end-to-end ultimate full stack QA automation interview mastery kit with 200% job focused preparation, which contains 10,000 plus real-time interview questions and answers, the step-by-step answers, which covers the actual questions asked in top companies and crafted after 3,500 plus automation interviews, and it has been designed for 0 to 15 plus years of experience. The link is given in the description. Please do check out, and also in the comment box. Let me know if you have any queries or questions. Thank you so much for watching my video. All the best for your upcoming interview. Thank you.